Hey everybody, Marco here, and welcome to another pencil mark video. So yeah, sorry for the lack of uploads recently. I've been more busy now with uni stuff. I should be finishing my master's soon. I'm also on the hunt for a job, and I've had a couple of promising interviews with like IT solutions companies, so I should be hopefully a bit more busy soon, part-time at least. But yeah, anyways, until then I'll try to make another video every now and then here. So today I've got for you a puzzle that I actually partially solved during the German Sudoku Championship. This was the third round, and this was the only round where I actually hit top 10 in out of the 40 people that were there. The other ones I did miserable on. I was very, very low on the final standings. Turns out I can have a Sudoku channel where I just take my time and solve puzzles at my own time, but that's not going to prepare me for like an in-person setting where you just have to solve puzzles as fast as possible. But the German Sudoku Championship was very fun. Would recommend, would go again. And yeah, but this puzzle was pretty impressive by itself. And I do want to show you all and also finish the solve for myself. So let's go to the puzzle. It's called Roundabout. It's a series of 6x6 Sudokus, standard 6x6 rules apply, numbers from 1 to 6 in each of these 2x3 cages, and arrow Sudoku rules apply. So number in the circle here, if it's like 5, it's the sum of 2 and 3, or 1 and 4, or whatever. And of course, digits can repeat on an arrow if they're not otherwise restricted by regular Sudoku rules. So diagonal arrows are fine for repeated digits, for example. And what else? There's these gray squares in between grids. These represent the differences between the first two cells in either direction. So if this was a 2, we could have like a 4 and a 2 here, and let's say a 3 and a 5. That's fine. So what this 2 is saying is that it's the difference between the 4 and the 2. It's also the difference between the 3 and the 5 here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The 2 digits on either side, and the 2 pairs on either side rather, they have to have the same absolute difference between the 2 digits. Order doesn't matter, it's just absolute difference. And also there's another restriction that it can't be the exact same 2 digits. So it's got to be a different pair, same difference. Another thing is, I guess, do I have it here? These are the instructions that were given to us and an example. This is what we get about 3 days before the competition, and we do have time to like look at the example, solve the example, find out different quirks with the genre itself, and also some people set their own puzzles to try to figure out what cool tricks setters could use to try to make the puzzle interesting to solve and doable with a small amount of clues. So yeah, some things that we discovered were that, first of all, if there is a 1, say here, if there is a 1, let's say it's a 1 and a 2, and the difference is 1. Can we have a 1 on the other side of a 1 ever? We can't, because it would, with the same difference, it would resolve to the same pair. So if there's a 1 on one side, then there's no 1 on the other side. I guess similarly we can say there can't be a 1 and a 6 to make a 5, because there is no other pair of numbers that makes a 5. So the biggest that a number can go to in these gray cells is a 4. And if it's a 4, it'll have a 1, 5 on one side and a 6, 2 on the other side. And I think that's about it for things we found out beforehand. I guess there is one other thing with patterns like these one here at the bottom in particular. We found out that the difference between these two cells is going to equal to this cell over here because it's on the arrow, and it's also going to be the same as the one on the gray cell because of the definition of the puzzle. So yeah, I think there was something similar here. No, actually there wasn't. Basically, that idea is one that you can figure out if you set your own puzzle and try to figure out some quirks about how arrow Sudoku rules work with these gray digit cells in the middle. So I've stalled for long enough, but I think I've set some basic ideas here that you can figure out with the rules ahead of time, and we're going to be trying to use these ideas to figure out the puzzle now. So let's get going here. So I do immediately see this 3 arrow in the center here. That's going to resolve to a 1, 2, 3 pair, triple. And it's going to have a 6 on the end. That's going to have a 4, 5 pair behind it. And that means that there's a 1 in the center. This 1, 2, 3, I guess that does restrict this cell here to a 1 or a 2. Now that, with this here, the 1 or the 2, that's the difference between these two cells, so it's got these two cells have to match. So this is actually going to be a 1 or a 2. Now we can also see that if this is a 1, this is going to break this bit here. See, if this is a 1, then this has got to be a 2, 3 pair, but then this has to be at least 2, so this here ends up being at least 7, so that's no good. So we have this as a 2. That means over here, we're going to have this as a 2. This is going to be our 2, and we have a 1, 3 pair in the center. So this can't be 1, 3 on this side. It's got to be 4, 2, 5, 3, or 6, 4. Well, over here, what can we do? Since this is a 2, we definitely do need one of these cells to be a 1 because the next option is a 3, 4 pair. That doesn't work. So the only way I think that we get a 6 arrow is if this is a 1 pairing with, if we have a 1 in this spot, that means this is a minimum of 3 and this is a minimum of 1. Okay, so 5 is still possible here, actually. If this is a 1 and this is a 1, this could be a 3 or a 4 and this could be a 5 or a 6. So that's still flexible. Basically, we have a degree of flexibility 1, but these ones, they cannot go above that. And we do have a 1 confirmed to be in one of these upper 2 cells. If there is a 3, then this becomes a 5, meaning our 2 cells here are 4, 6. If this is 4 and this becomes a 6, then our 2 cells here are 3, 5. Actually, I think 3, 5 is what we need, because either way, it would have a difference of 2. And the only way we get 2 over here is with 4, 6. So that's going to be a 4, 6 pair on one side and a 3, 5 pair on the other. And that's going to be 4 and 6. That gives us a 3 in the center here. And that means we should get our 2 arrow down here. No, we can't, because it's still either a 2, 4 or it's a 4, 6. It's got to be even numbers either way. So, but we can mark down the candidates. This is a 4, 6. This is a 2, 4. Either way, this is going to be a 1 or a 3 in both instances. Yeah, we can actually figure this out though, because there's whichever 2 or 6 is unused goes in the upper row, pairing with a 1. That can't be a 6 because 1, 6, that makes a 5 difference. There's no other way to make a 5 difference. So this is going to be a 6 and a 4 and a 2 going up here with the 1. The 4, that's going to give us a guaranteed 1 over here because the 4 definitely pairs up with a 3, 5. The 1, 2 does give us a 1 in the center here. Don't know how that's useful yet, but let's see. Anyways, we definitely do have a 1, 2, 3 in the center here. I got a bit carried away with the logic on the right, but there is definitely a step that we can do first on the left. It's this big arrow. Whatever this number is, it's max 4 and it's the difference here. And this part of the arrow is min 4. So to make 4 here, we definitely have a 1 here and we have a 1, 2 pair in this spot, a 1, 2 pair in this spot. This cell here is now 1, 2, 1 or 2. This is 5 or 6 going to a 4 in the center. That means we also do have a 1, 5 or a 2, 6 on the other side. I don't think we can place the higher digit on the center. If this is a 5, it goes with a 1 here, and it would have to go with a 1 here to reduce this to 6. So that's not going to work. This is going to be the higher digit on the left-hand side and the lower digit in the center. What else can we say here for sure? This is a 1 or a 2 difference here. Okay, I did blank here for a bit, but there's a 1, 3 pair here, and then there's a 4, 6 pair here. The 1 goes with the 4, and the 3 goes with the 6. That is definite, because if the 1 goes with a 6, that's a 5 on the border. That's not good. So we do actually, I mean, we have 3 here anyways. We have 3 here and we have 3 here. And one thing, I forgot, 1, 6 cannot be a pair. So this goes with a 2, 3. That means there is definitely a 1 within these two cells. So there cannot be a 1 in these cells. So there's got to be, it's a 2, 3 or a 2, 4 to make a 5, 6. Let's mark it this way, a 2 and a 3 or 4. I think if we made this a 6, then we would have a break, because this 6 covers these and puts a 6 down here. It can't be on an arrow. With the 1, we would end up having a 5 and a 1 here to get a 6 over here on the arrow. So this should actually be a 5 with a 2, 3. That would make this here a 1, and it would pair up with a 1, 2, giving us a 3 over here. We said before the 3 is the difference here, so this is going to become a 3, this is going to be a 6 paired up with it. Yeah, this is either going to be a 1 or a 2, and this is going to be a 4 or a 5. And with this 3 down here, the difference between these two is going to be 3, so that can only be a 1, 4 pair, leading to a 5, because if it's a 2, 5 pair, that's already too much. And yeah, that already gives us this here. This is going to be our 4 and 1, which is actually going to feed back over here. So this is our 4, and this is our 1. Because of the 3 pointing down, this is definitely a 2. And our 2 leftover numbers here are 3 and 6, as well as 2 and 5. That means we do get our pairs for the other side as well. This is going to be a 1, 4 pair. This is going to be a 2, 3 pair. This is going to be a 5, 6 pair. That's going to give us our border numbers too. This is a 2, a 4, a 3, meaning these two numbers sum up to a 3, so that's a 1, 2 pair in that spot. Yeah, and on this side it's also a 3, a 1, and a 1, meaning this is a 1 because of the difference. Yeah, that does mean there can't be a 1 in these spots. Don't know how we can use that yet necessarily. This difference is at least 2 because we can't have a 2, 3 pair on the bottom. So here, this is 4, 5, 6. This is 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, because of the 1 over here, we're guaranteed a 2 in this spot. The difference over here, this is going to be a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 4. Both of those work. Either having a 2, 4 or a 3, 3. That works with the 1, 2 and the 4, 5 pairs up above. Nothing much we can do there, really. And yeah, nothing much we can do in the center grid in general. The only thing we have here is that these two numbers are the same. That's what the 1 length diagonal arrow is. What else? What else? Oh yeah, this 4 over here on the right, that's going to lead to a 2, 6 pair, meaning we definitely have our 1 and 2 assigned. This 1, 4 pair here means we definitely have a 2, 3 or a 3, 6 pair. And with a 2, 6 pair, this is definitely going to be a 6 up above and a 3 down below. That means our numbers for this top row here are 3, 4, 5. That's got to be a 3, 5 pair in these spots, and the 4 goes over here. That makes the center number a 3, that goes with a 5, and it's a 2 or a 3 in these spots, 2 or a 3. So this is a 3, 4, this is a 1, 2. Those are the options. 4, that still works fine. We can still have a 1 up top here and a 5 down below. But yeah, up above here we have a 1 and a 2. And the 1s can't be across each other here, so that's actually confirmed to be a 1 in this spot and a 2 in that spot. So all's good there. And we have, yeah, a 4, 5 pair. But we got to resolve it to 4 on the left and 5 on the right because this is only either a 1 or a 2. So 2 is the minimum. And 4 goes over here. That makes this a 2, this is a 3. And what do these pair up with? This is a 4, 5 pair, just for resolution later. This is a 3, 6 pair. We can't really do much with that yet. But yeah, this 3, oh yeah, it can't be a 2, 5 pair because of the 2 on the opposite side. It can't be a 3, 6 pair because of the 3 here. It's got to be a 1, 2, 1, 4. So we have a 4 in this spot and 1 here. That's pretty neat. So The one clue going down, we can either resolve this as a 3-2, which leaves a 5-6 for a 1, or we can resolve this as a 5-6, which leaves a 3-2 for the 1. I don't think... Do I think? Yeah. If this was a 3, this would have to be, I don't know, 5-2 and 6-3, and we'd end up with another 3. So a 3 goes with another 3, a 1 goes with a 1. So this has to be a 1, which gives us a 5 and a 3 here. That means it's got to be not a 5-6 down below. This is a 3 that goes with a 2, and this is a 6 that goes with a 5. I wanted that to be powerful in figuring out the bottom, but it's not quite there yet. 2, we definitely know goes over here because it's in the right column, and it can't be in the arrow bubble. That means this minimum is 4, it's a 1-3 pair. This minimum here is 2 because 1 is up top, so this is a 6 arrow, definitely. And 3 is in column 4 already, so we have this all figured out. This 4-5 pair is resolvable. This column is missing a 5. The 4 and the 1 are both on the lower end, which means the 3 and the 6 are up here. The 5 we got. There's a 1-3 pair up top here. That also gives us a 2 in the center. Now we have a 4 down here, 5 over here, and a 6. And going up here, we've resolved our first quadrant. That gives us a 4, that gives us a 1. This 4 means that there's a 1-5 pair on the other side. That goes this way. Are the 2 and the 1 resolvable? Yes, because the 2, it's got to be the same parity. It can't be an odd parity because the only odd number remaining is 3. So it's got to be a 2-4, but that would leave 3-6. So that doesn't work with 1. So it's a 4-6 pair, which is resolved. And the other pair that is remaining is a 2-3 pair, which is also resolved. That gives us the 3 and the 6 up here. 1-5 and 4-6 all looking at this double arrow. That means the only options remaining here are 2 and 3, which both still work. That's going to help us resolve whatever ends up happening over here. Going up here, we have a 1-4 in the center. That means it cannot pair up with the other 1-4. This is going to be a 3-6 and a 1-4 on this side. It's not quite helping us going up here. This arrow, it could still go to a 1-2, leading to a 3 in the center. I don't think that's too constrained quite yet. An interesting thing to point out here is that these numbers are going to be the same. Because if this is a 1, I mean, we either have a 3 and a 4, that means both of these are going to be a 2. We can have a 3 and a 5, yeah, 3 and a 5, 3 and a 4. We can have a 4 or a 5 and a 5. That means both of these are 3. If we have a 5 and a 6, both of those are 4, but that can't happen because one of these are 3. So we actually do narrow this down to 3, 4, and 4, 5. So the 6 does have to be on the right, and that either goes with a 3 or with a 5. That means this number here is going to be either a 1 or a 3. These are either 2 or 3, but they can't be 1. So what I'm thinking here is we can't have a 1 in either of these cells because, no, I mean, we can't have a 1 here, obviously. A 1 here paired with a 3, I guess that could still be fine. Oh, wait, yeah, never mind. Because of this one, we're guaranteed that a 1 here would have to be paired with a 2, and that is not possible. So this is definitely a 5 paired up with a 4 or a 6. This has to be 1 or 2. Smallest it can be, I mean, largest it could be is 2 with a 4 here, and that resolving to a 6. Anyways, since this is at least a 4, this has to be a 6 for sure. So this is going to be a 1 up top in one of these two cells. And it either pairs up with the other number here, so that's got to be the 4 actually. We do have the 5 and the 6 pairing up here at the bottom, which we know anyways from the other side. Yeah, I could have spotted that earlier. So this is a 5, this is a 6, and we also know this is a 1. That's either going to go to 2 with the 1 clue here, but that's not possible, so this has to be the 3 option, going to a 4. That means down here, it's going to be a 6 paired up with a 3, and our other two numbers here are a 4 and a 6. So our middles are 3, 3. This is going to resolve to 2 and 3. And we have a 3 in this spot, of course. Our other two numbers here are 2 and 3. That's going to resolve this 1, 2 pair. This is 1, this is a 2. That also means the 1 is forced to be in the upper row to make this a 1 and a 5. That means the other side is going to have a 6 and a 2. That gives us a 1 and a 2 here. This isn't quite resolved yet. Well, this is a 2 that either goes with a 3 to make a 5 or with a 4 to make a 6. So let's mark that down. Of course, this one above does resolve this pair here. Up on the other side, we have a 1, 5 pair in this spot. Oh yeah, that's resolved, right? Because of the one above it. No, I don't want to cut the entire layer. 1, 5. We do have a 4 guaranteed to be below and a 6 guaranteed above. And then there's a 2, 3, but those can go in either position. I guess over here with the 6. Oh, wait. This is supposed to be a 5. I just miswrote that. That either goes to a 3 or a 4. Both of those are fine. We can still do a 1, 4, a 2, 5, or a 1, 5 pair on the other side. Those still both work. Right, this 3 might be important. It goes with a 2, 5 pair, but we have 2s on both sides here, so this is going to be a 3, 6 pair, actually, which we can resolve from above. 3, 6. That makes this a 3, and that makes this a 5, going down here to a 4 and a 5. That means these are both 3s as well, making our entire middle row 3s. That is a 1, 2 pair in these spots. No, it's not. It's a 1, 4 pair, my bad. If we think about it, this cannot be resolved in this way because this here, 1, 5, means we would have 6, 2 on the other side, but that would leave 2, 3, 4 pairs both over here. So actually, we know how this is going to go. This is going to be our 4, and this is going to be our 1. So we're going to have a 2 here, and we're going to have our 1 here. Kind of like what we did down below here. We know that this 2, it's even parity, so it's going to include a 4, and the other number is going to be a 6, meaning this one, that goes with a 2, 3. I think here, this is where I meant the deduction that we did earlier. So we did sort of cut the puzzle in half now. So we should be able to solve both sides independently. Let's try to get the outer side here first. This 3 is going to just resolve by Sudoku. This 5, we're just going to get that, the 6 and the 4. This 4 is going to go down here. That's going to give us our 4 from the pair. Our 2, 3, can we resolve that yet? I don't think so. The 5 goes above here. The other number that we're missing is a 2. We do have a uniqueness argument to be made here, but let's save it. This is going to be a 1 over here. And we are left with a 3 and a 6. And on the other side here, I guess we've got a 1, 2 pair here. This is going to be our 4, 5 pair. This circle here, it's restricted to a 3 and a 4 because of Sudoku. It cannot be a 1, 3 pair because we do have 1 and 3 here. So it's either a 2, 2 or a 1, 2, if you think about it. And if it's a 1, 2, the 2 has to be here because of the 1 down below and the 1 here. So this is definitely a 2, and it pairs up with a 1 or a 2 in this spot. We have a 1, 2 pair now, so this is going to be a 3, 6 pair left here. 5 and 4 need to go down below. So our numbers down below are a 5, a 4, and then the 1 or the 2. So I think that means the 1, 2 down here has to go to the side because it can't be a part of a 1 difference pair. So this is 4, this is 5, and this now turns into 1 because of Sudoku. That resolves this. That gives us our 4, and that should give us the rest here, hopefully. Yeah, 3 goes up here, 1 goes here, 6 and a 5, and 6 and 3. That gives us a 4 difference, a 3 difference, and a 2 difference. The 4, that goes to a 1, 5 pair. That resolves our 1, 2 pair down below. The 3, that can't be a 1, 4, that can't be a 2, 5, that's got to be a 3, 6 pair. That's resolved. And up above, our leftovers are 2 and 4. Now, how do we resolve this remaining 4x4? This 1, that has 2 candidates here. It's left out of these, and the 6 is blocked here, so this has to be a 2, 3 arrow going to a 5. Our 4, that's given by Sudoku. The 1, the 6, we can fill all that in. And yeah, the rest is just Sudoku here for the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 6. Those will be given to us. And then we get the 4 and 5 and disambiguate the other pair. And there's the upper region. So now our goal is to figure out the bottom here. I think we need to break into the bottom left somehow because I don't think this bottom right is resolvable quite yet. Question mark. This is going to be a 6-3 sticking together or a 5-2 sticking together. Either way, 2-3 is filled in with this column, so we would need a 1 or a 4 and then a 5 or a 6. I guess our options here are 1, 5. And if this is a 1, it goes with the 5 or the 6, 1 or the 4. All of those still work down here. That's not good. 6 is either going to be above or below here. 4 is either going to be in one of these two spots. 1 is going to be in one of these two spots. Not much we can do there. So with this 3, it's got the 1-4 pair here, so this can't be a 1-4 pair. This has 2-5 in the same column, so it can't be a 2-5 pair. It's got to be a 3-6 pair. That does lower this here to a maximum of 5. I guess 4 and 5 are possible. 4 would be fine if this was something like a 1-1-2. That's the minimum. 5 is possible with a 2-2-1 or something like a 3-1-1 here. And we don't really have too many restraints. Well, I guess for one thing, this is going to be, none of these can be 4. So these are narrowed down to 1, 2, or 3. This one up top being only 1, 2 even. That's got to pair up with a 3 actually, yeah, because the difference is 1 and 2 are already in this row. So we're going to have a 2 and a 3 there. That means we do have our 1-2 pair going with a 5. That's pretty good. The 3 up above means we have a 6. This 6 up above means we have a 6 over here. That gives us a 6 here by Sudoku, and the 6 down below here goes with the other one. Oh no, what am I saying? We have our 2 up above. So this is disambiguated to a 1 and a 2 here. This 1, it goes with a 2 or a 3. So that means this is a 1 or a 2. So this 6 goes with a 4 or a 5. That number would have to be in the top row, no matter what. So we get our 6 at the bottom. We could have disambiguated that with a 3 anyway, but we like being silly here. 4 or 5 goes up top, 1 goes below. Yeah, that's going to pair up with our 3, 4 here. 4, 5 pair. Oh no, this here is going to be a 3, 4 pair. That's disambiguated over here with the 3, 6. That gives us our 4, 5 disambiguation. It's going to be the 4 going up here and the 5 going on the right side here. This now turns into a 4, this turns into a 2. So we get our 2 and our 3 and our 6. Screw erasing the pencil marks, our 6 and a 2 and a 3. So top left is resolved. Now we just need 2 more we just have 2 more to go. Our candidates for the bottom row are 2, 4, 5. 2, 5 are both on the right hand side, so we have 4 and a 2, 5 pair. That narrows down this here to a 1, 2. I guess what we can say with that is that this can't be a 6 because that would be at least 3. So the 6 in row 4 here is restricted to 1 position. And that's going to go, that's not going to do much. So it's a 2, 3, 4 remaining in this row. Don't really know if there's too much there. What can we say about the left-hand side? We can get our pairs of 1, 5, 2, 6, no, 4, 6, and 2, 3. Other than that, I guess 4 has candidates over here, and 1 is definitely in one of these 2 spots. That's not a lot to work off of. Oh, okay. 2, 4 would not work because our candidates here, the only other pair that would make a 2 difference would be 2, 4 itself. So this is going to be guaranteed 5, 4, 2 being over here. That does give us a 5 and a 4 here, and the 2 in one of those spots. But more importantly, it gives us the 1 in the center here. This is either going to be, let's say it's a 2, 3, 4 for now. And we know this is the same number. If this were a 3, this could be a 2 or a 4. That's both are fine. If this were a 2, then this would end up being a 3. This would be a 4. Yeah, either case, this is not a 3 because the 3 is in one of those two spots. So that's a 2 or a 4 guaranteed. Oh, duh. Third column. It's a 1, 4, 6, 2, 3. That's a single. I'm mixing up my controls. That's a 5. We've got a 2 and a 5 here. And that's how we get the 3 in these spots. So that's now a 2, 4 pair remaining on that row. 1, 2, 4. Not quite resolvable yet. The 5 is definitely guaranteed to be in one of these two spaces. Oh yeah, duh. No, never mind, not duh. 3 does resolve the top here. The 2 is in one of these two spots. What's the last little bit that I'm missing? It's almost complete. Yeah, 3s are done. Are 6s restricted? Oh yeah, 6 has to go down below here, which means 6 cannot be in these two spaces and has to go up above. So that actually resolves our left-hand side in the left grid. Since 6 goes up above there, it's got to go below here. That gives us our 4, 5, and our 5, 1. And that means this 1 is going to be on the lower side, erasing our 1 candidate there. So we know 5 is going to be here and 1 is also going to be here. So it's going to be a 1, 5 pair. That means the other side is going to have a 2, 6 pair. And our only other remaining option here is 3. That just gives us our left side. And now to finish off the center, the 1, 5, 2 even parity, that means that goes with a 4, and we know the 6 is in the bottom row. Yeah, so this is a 4, 6. So the 2 goes up above. Right, and this is disambiguated by these middle ones here. 5 is going to be here, 6 is going to be here, 6 is down here, 4 is down here, 4, 1, 1, 5. And in the center we've got 1, 2, and 4. Wow, even on a resolve, that took me way longer than 30 minutes. I think only 4 out of the 40 participants actually finished this within the given 30-minute time slot. But yeah, I did sort of remember the basic logic here, but forgot a lot of the advanced steps here, so I was a little bit lost doing this, but I hope it was still somewhat coherent and an enjoyable solve to watch. It was definitely a very nice puzzle that I enjoyed doing in the moment, with a lot of ways that these 6 different grids interconnected. And I hope you enjoyed watching and got something out of it. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video, which hopefully won't take another 2 or 3 months, dang it.